Say welcome back to F1 pole position. Timer ready here too. We are in what year? Season 2 of who knows how many? I really don't know how this is gonna go. I forget what race we're on. I think 5. Like, I was honestly kind of surprised we passed that last set of objectives because I failed to qualify on the final race of the 4. But it still gave me a password. So my assumption is that the conditions were not clear. And I didn't have to qualify in every single race and get 6th or better. I just needed to be 6th or better in the standings at the end of the 4 races, while also winning 2. So I don't know. We'll see what this next batch brings us. What is that? It's the bracket. A is over here. Alright, hold on a second. Thankfully it happened on the password screen. Oh geez, I'm gonna mute the capture card. My capture device thing is glitching a bit. Ooh, that's bad. This power cord for the HDMI converter is like loose as shit. Hopefully that's good. I probably should invest in a better device. Okay, where am I? Yeah, it wasn't like, I don't know, cords are on the floor and anybody like walks on things can like move the cord enough that it disconnects and won't refuses to power on properly, and then sometimes it, yeah, whatever, it's just a mess. Alright. Hey, this one twitches. No Tetris. I think... No, I don't think there's any Tetris in the vote. If you want to vote, I don't think I have any Tetris in the arcade list. Right? It would kind of make sense that I don't. Forget. But there might be something close to Tetris that you want to vote for. Hope you're doing alright. I got this long-ass password for a long-ass game. I think we got it all squared away. Okay. So here we are. Don't know. Okay, at least 3rd in all races, at least 2nd in 2. So I think what that means is I need to be in 3rd place in the standings after these 4 races. And I need to get at least 2nd place in 2 of the 4. Could be wrong, but the fact that I failed to qualify the last race and I still got a password, and it read something similar to this, makes me think that that's how I should interpret it. Hey, Lord Evans, welcome on in. Yeah, I took Wednesday off because of the storms, or Thursday off. I was gonna, yeah, anyway. Roof is fixed. Again for now. Okay, yeah, we're on round 5 of season 2. I need a time of 1:13 something to qualify. Did I do this last time? I think I did this last time so I could make those sharp turns better. Yeah, I mean, durability has not been a factor for most of this stuff. Max speed versus acceleration. Just go max speed, see what happens, and then the gearbox is gonna be the automatic still. Okay. Don't remember any of these courses specifically, so... None of these are too bad so far. And that's not so bad. I'm being very conservative, liberal, whatever. I'm being very heavy-handed on the brakes. Just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to crash too much and fail to qualify because I crashed too much. That's probably the only tough turn. Yeah, it seems to be the only tough turn. And then pitting might be kind of an issue. I got a 112. What did I need to get the... What did I need to get the... qualifying? I have it already, right? Like 112, I already have it? Yeah, the max speed is 312. That's better than what I had been dealing with. Sucks. Okay, pitting shouldn't be so hard, just, yeah. 106, that has to be good enough. 106 has to be good enough. So there's, 16 races in the first season, so I'm assuming it's 16 races in all the seasons. Depending on how things go, I think we will be really lucky if we get a chance to finish it tonight. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. But tomorrow, we should be able to get the second season done. Unless it's just really hard. Could be the computers get to be obnoxiously difficult. Or, you know, if I really need to move to a non-manual or non-automatic gear shifting thing, that's gonna take me a while to learn how to do. We'll just have to see how many seasons there are. Got the roof fixed. We got next week off from work. I think I'm gonna try to come on in the afternoon one of those days. And I think we're gonna try to go for the 6 million in Caesar's Palace. We spend like a whole day at the slot machines. See if that gets us anywhere. So I did qualify for my first lap. Welcome, Nedson. How you doing? Surprisingly, the roofers have not sent me the invoice for the completed job. I thought that they would. Let me double check again. They said that the payment was due on completion, but the guy who did my roof, he's like, oh yeah, no, they'll just send you something. If I don't have an email. I'm assuming it's still the same price that they quoted me. Oh, you sent a response again? Sorry, I was walking the dog and I went right down here. Give me a second, I can check. Okay, yeah, that works perfectly fine. Yeah. No issues at all. Cool, yeah, thanks. Sorry I'm slow to respond on emails and everything. This weekend was busy. Hopefully it should be easier going. Alright, six laps. I think we can do it without pitting. Okay, yeah, I'll respond to that later on. Okay, we have our settings, should be good. It'll be good to have those in a good home. One that, you know, wants and appreciates it. As opposed to some random online buyer. Let me know if the audio goes wonky on this. I should be able to hear it on my side too. But I've had some issues with the HDMI converter today already, and it messes with the sound. Easy. I did not properly learn this whole track. That was my fault. No longer sick? That's a good thing. Been very lucky to avoid getting sick myself. Considering how much my wife and I have been leaving the house for her birthday festivities the past couple weeks. Yeah, the only big thing is the roof. I had to wake up really early. They got, well, early for me, because they got here at like 7 o'clock. But it was quick. They got done around 2. Everything looks pretty good. Hopefully it should hold. Hopefully we don't have too many major issues after this. Oh god. There they are. Waiting for it to feel like spring. It jumped right into summer over here. It was 80 degrees. Gonna go back down to 40s in 2 days. Then it's gonna go back up to like 70s, then back down to 40s. And then over the 7-day span. There's almost nothing spring-like in Chicago. It's either winter or summer. Big turn coming up? I forget. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Does the 32X drive... Well, how many other regions were... I'm assuming there are some Japanese exclusives for 32X as well. It's a pretty small US library. But I would assume the Everdrive has all regions. That's how it holds. Most of those do. Yeah, I'm not super familiar either. I know it's just pretty small US catalog. And then you got the Sega CD slash 32X games. I really never learned how those fit into anything. Or, you know, like, what's the difference between the 32X slash Sega CD version of Night Trap versus just the Sega CD version, whatever, you know. Just better picture on one of them, I would assume. Oh god. The only hard part is trying not to crash into these stupid slow pokes. I need to memorize this straight away so I can glance over at chat. Sometimes that's the only hard part about this game, is avoiding the people that you're lapping. Oh, I didn't even see you there. Thanks, Hill. I have the best grip strength that the game offers, and yet I cannot take the corners anywhere close to what the computer can. Alright, sorry, I'll catch up with everybody once I'm done with this final lap. I apologize. The first race of the evening, which is number 5 of the season. I'll try to avoid pausing just on the off chance we can get through 3 sets of challenges and end season 2. Oh. There you go. 6 laps is no problem with those tires. Music pointers for the unused Japanese Tulip nursery rhyme in Mario's Picross. Interesting. Hey BPN, welcome on in. Welcome Retro Homebrew and welcome Redku. How are you doing? Races are going okay so far. I mean, this is just the first one of the night, so fingers crossed it continues to be this way. I don't know how to read the challenge overall. I think what it means... So I'm in first place in points, right? Corpse Killer is the best 32X Sega CD game. I've never played much other than to test the Sega CD only copies that I have. I do have the PS4 version on Limited Run Games release. Alright, so I'm about 20 points ahead of the second place person. Trying learning the game's sound driver and music note frequency table. I need to check out those videos. I've seen them on my YouTube homepage. I just haven't clicked. I apologize. I will do that. So anyway, I need to guess that this phrase here means that I need to be at least third in the standings after all races. And then I need to be in second place in individual races. That's what I think this means. But I'm not sure. But yeah, there's 16 races in each season. We're in season 2. So either we'll get through season 2 tonight or tomorrow. The 110. 110. Let's try to remember that. 110. You starting to feel better, BPN? The opening is just a gentle sway. Big curve, but no danger. I think I might have encountered the toughest track already. Because that was the one I did not qualify on last time. I wonder if they switched the order around between the seasons. Or maybe tracks repeat? Didn't pay enough attention the first time around. Tough pit. Dude, I did that in like a minute. Wasn't qualifying like 110? That's crazy. Whoops. Welcome, Stevie. How you doing? Pretty much just getting started. This is race number 2 of the day. A lot of these turns lean into one another, so it's like a very, very straightforward course overall. An hour's in. I mean, I know how long it's taken other people to beat this game, and based off of their times, I don't want to assume, but I'm guessing that there's only 2 seasons just based on their times. So, I don't know for sure. Eight laps. I will probably pit to be safe, especially if I get a good early lead. And then someone remind me, for Galaga, I have to beat level 31? Is that what it is for the content loop? Or is it 32? I tried to look for any sort of alternate win condition for Galaxian, and it really didn't seem like there was, like, anything at all. Like, you clear the board, and then pretty much the next board is exactly the same as the other one. And so it's just, you know, get the high score. Hey. So if anybody ends up telling me differently, I can do something there too, but I think Galaxian is just straight up high score. Then Galaga will be the trouble spot. Stage 31 is the last unique. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I don't have much experience with the NES one. I was watching Almasta play it pretty recently, but not enough to recognize on my own Game Boy screen what might be different. So after a night, I might have to compare and see if things look about the same. Everybody's in my way. Ooh, that was close. How many people I lapped just then? Good God. Get off the road. You're not gonna take the race seriously, just get off the road. Reku, how's Blaster Master on PS1? Because that looked terrible. I don't know. 3D Blaster Master just doesn't... No, it did not look good to me. It was not good? Okay. So it wasn't looks can be deceiving. I'm gonna try to pit next stage just to be really safe. But at least you're done with it, that's good. Was the plot connected in any way? I think in the NES one, like, you're just trying to like rescue your pet frog or something, right? Oh god. Oh, I thought I was able to get to the outside better than I... Lapping these guys might help me be slow enough to hit it. Okay. That works. Cubs up 6-0. Well, that's good. Hopefully they'll be able to beat some team. NES dude named Jason had 2 kids. The parents are dead and the kids are doing things with Sophia the car. Oh, the car had a name? Ah. Jerks. I don't know. It's games like that that make me think, you know, some of these older properties probably should just be left alone. Like, it sounds good in theory to do another title, but trying to modernize it, that's tough. We'll see how Sega does. I know they're trying to do a few different ones, right? They have the Crazy Taxi and the Golden Axe and whatever else they're working on. Could also be the late 90s were a terrible time for reboot creativity. Sophia 3 in NES. PS1 was Sophia T7 or something. I don't think I ever knew the car had a name. I didn't get very far in that game, though. So a little bit of graphical artifacting. Hope this cartridge doesn't crash on me again. Nope. Ooh, close one. Okay, put me in the danger zone. You keep on the way. Reboot of Snork's being worked on? Really? Cartoon or one of those like a movie type of a thing, or God forbid a hybrid cartoon live action. They should do a reboot of the Heathcliff cartoon based off of the more modern comics, where it's just like super absurd, surreal shit. One more go. Welcome, Gao. How you doing? The first night I had crashing problems. It took me like 3 tries to get past the first set of challenges. Twice were failures because of crashes, and then the third time was a failure because of ability and learning the game. So I'll be glad to take this cartridge out of the system and never have to worry about booting it up again. I wasn't past him, really? Sure looked like I had enough space. Easy victory. PD cartoon? Well, that's encouraging at least. Oh, goodness. Yep, they're all within 3 seconds of me. Definitely didn't pass them 4 times each. Okay, so in theory, I think I'd meet the requirements. It's like, if you're reading it as individual races, right? It wouldn't make sense. I mean, I guess it does, but it'd be a weird set of challenges. Be like, get third every single time, but also make sure you're at least twice half the time. Seems too specific if you're gonna have two conditions. Alright. We're looking for a 111. I don't know. We'll see. If I end up failing to qualify, but yet it still gives me a password, then we'll have our answer, kind of. No danger on that sharp curve. Always seems like it's worse than it is. That's the bad one. That's the one I gotta really be careful with. $110, that should be good. My short-term memory is honestly pretty awful these days. So I honestly can't fully remember if 110 is what I was looking for. I think it was like a 111. I think if I can get through this lap without crashing on that one curve, we should be good anyway. We did not make it through. I thought I was coming later than that. Oh, 9. I am almost positive that's good enough. Oh, 9. Jesus. Okay, I tried to brake as soon as I saw that curve coming, and it's still... Oh. 320, that's faster than I had been too. Okay. 7 laps. I mean, if I don't crash into the barricades too much, I can get through without doing a pit stop. Okay. Fuck you. I chose shittier acceleration, and I'm still not getting eaten out of the gate somehow. Compared to yesterday, not last time, not yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday. Weird difference. I purposely chose top speed over acceleration. I mean, that's one way to get around it, right? Hey, Jifu, how you doing? Welcome in. We're cruising along. Try not to crash too much. Race 3 of 4 before we get, hopefully, another password. I have a lot better acceleration on the turns. Big one? No, it's just yeah, it is the big one. Good. We're good. I'm passing somebody on lap 2? Good. Good. Oh, that's cheap. Come on. It's hard to know what games can be beaten in one stream. I mean, look, this one has, like, passwords. I don't think this is going to be the longest racing game I have to play for the challenge. That will almost certainly be something like Bill Elliott's NASCAR bullshit. Something where I actually have to learn how to do the manual stick shifting while managing everything else. Or I have Days of Thunder as well. I know BPN's been digging into that a tiny bit. after he's itching to get back to it once he's streaming. Just wish I could knock these cars off the road completely. Good. Hey, Game Boy Guide, how you doing? Some of these turns are like almost impossible. Yeah, you can try. I mean, there's a lot of Game Boy games that don't even have times recorded on there. That's why it helps me to have the spreadsheet of everyone's completed. Dude, what the hell is going on with that turn? Should I hit just to be safe? Let's pit to be safe. I don't know. And I'm way ahead, so I'm doing alright. I'm very tired today because I had to wake up early. Got the roof fixed. So, a little less money in the pocket, but hopefully some peace of mind again. Happy to not be bowling right now. Finish this race and I'll get some shoutouts going. I mean, Stevie, the thing you gotta keep in mind is that the long games have to be done at some point too. I'm not too worried about it. I think that's the best way to handle that is just, is this the bad one? Yeah, this is the other bad one. Okay, almost clipped it. I'm looking forward to getting to game 250, but I mean, I don't think that's going to happen this year regardless. I'll be surprised if it does, but... Chomps. Big turn. There we go. Well, let me get around you one way or the other, please. You'd rather have other people get blamed for them. Oh, don't worry, Chineko actively tries to sabotage me. So you can always count on him. Boring. Last one. Submit votes under your name. That is honestly kind of a fatal flaw of my voting system, is that you're on the honor system that you're actually putting your actual own Twitch usernames on the form. No problem. Here we go. Alright. Have you been playing anything lately, Game Boy Fed? Oh, Earthworm Jim. Getting any closer to beating it? Looks like a tougher one. Does it have passwords in there? For some reason I feel like it's a game where you have to keep on doing it over and over and over again. Put that on. I have I don't know. It is no passwords. That sticks. There you go, Stevie. Don't pick Earthworm Jim. Give Brettku a shout out here too. Oh, Revolution X. Fun. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see what other people have done for Earthworm Jim time-wise. 3.5 and almost 5 hours? That seems low. Yeah, really fun. I'm sure it was fun in the arcade. One of those games where it's fun to play but not fun to try to beat. Alright. On to France for hopefully the password giving final track of this batch. I need a 111 something. So far, okay. That's the big one. That's the big one I gotta worry about. That might have been qualifying. I don't know what the bottom two times were, but... I wish it said. Okay. Now we're good. 106 should do it. Yeah, okay. 7 laps, no problem. We got this. 8 o'clock. Oh, you guys are gonna pass me for a little bit? Been a couple races since anybody's passed me. Alright, well, that was fun while it lasted. I don't know, I must have just picked the right car load out today. Putting that priority on top speed really made a massive difference. Welcome, Chineko. Kinda like bowling, in that it's boring. Has good music. The difference is I'm pretty sure I can beat this in the next day or two, if there's 2 seasons, the way I assume there are. After this race is done, I'll pull up that document again and look at the other times that people have finished this game. I think it's like 9 to 12 hours, so like we must be getting close. That'd be my assumption. Oh, almost got it. Yeah, exactly. I have a fair chance at winning, especially with this car loadout. If this keeps working in the next 8 races at least, we have a really good shot. If I ever have to swap off of the manual, I'm sorry, onto manual transmission, that's when I'm gonna start to worry a bit more. But so far, I'm lapping everybody after the 2 go-arounds. Might want to pit stop just because I don't know if that resets my my card damage. Like when I fix the tires, does that also fix any damage from crashing into those billboard things? Hey, 12%, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we're gaming and racing. It's a long one. Thankfully not too difficult, though. It's close. These guys just exist to get in the way. Survive one more lap. Password time. That was the last bit of danger. Hooray! Goal in, as they say in F1 racing. Commanding lead. 66 points to their 27. Okay, what we got? Like I said before, at least the stream crashed on the password screen, so you didn't miss anything. So this is getting close. At least second in all races, win at least 2 of them. Maybe I can do this? Off to Silverstone. Long course, I need to be at 118. Oh, did it say TRD? Gotta be at least turd. My mind filled in the gaps for them, corrected their mistakes. I still don't know if it means I need to actually get second or first on all 4 races, or if I just need to win 2 races and be second in overall standing. $118. God damn, man. At least there's no barricades there. Ooh. Brake heavy one. Oh, okay, I qualified. God. This car is just too good. The tires even seem to last longer. I remember before they were failing, or not failing, but the tire indicator at the top would come on sometime during the second lap. Now it's starting early in the third lap. I'm not sure if it's like just because my speed is faster? That's making a difference? Like maybe it's time-based, and because I can get farther with the higher top speed? Ready for the weekend. Who's excited for gambling next week? I don't know if I'm going to do it all week, but I'm definitely going to do at least a day of Caesar's Palace. I think with enough hours at the high stakes slot machine, I might have a chance at the 6 million. Oh, only 6 laps? That's easy. Easy. Bye. Oh, I forgot to check the other challenger's completions time. I got sidetracked by the connection loss. Totally forgot about it. Should start seeing people to lap pretty soon. There you are. Let's hit him. Yeah, that's true. It's weird because the game offers you either engine noise, which is just the screeching, or music, which is music plus screeching. They don't have an option for only music, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shame it's just the one song. You looking forward to doing Days of Thunder again, BPN? Starting to feel good enough to get back to the Twitch streaming? At least that was good timing to get hit, because I could avoid these things. This game certainly could be worse. It could be pole position the Atari 7800, right? All better, but the oven igniter broke. Oh no. Today was roof day for me. That's all patched up now again. We got a lot of home projects we want to try to get done this year. That was an extra one that we weren't planning on having to do. Or I gotta try to remember to schedule somebody to come out and consult about replacing a couple windows and doors. Back to it on Thursday. Okay. I hate these guys. Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy XI grind. When your playthroughs is halfway done, the only is only 20% there. After how much time have you put into those? Should be smooth sailing now. I'm still grinding away on Yakuza 5 when I get the chance. Working on all the gambling games now so I can get money that I can use to buy all the weapon crafting stuff. Counting them both together is 300 hours. My god. That's so much. Fittipaldi? I don't know if I've seen that name before, but I also haven't been paying tons of attention to anyone other than like Patrice, who's been second place most of the time. Fittipaldi isn't even on... Oh, there he is, 14th. Tied with 0 points. Okay, 1 down, 3 more to go. Hopefully it'll feel good when you're done with those playthroughs, though. 116. When I'm playing something that long, even if I'm enjoying it, I still think about, well, if I've spent 100 hours playing this, or if I spent 50 hours playing this, I could have probably finished 10 other games in that same amount of time. Start to think about quantity over quality. Especially when it's like Game Boy. When I start to hit like 20 hours on the game, I'm like, I could have finished like 10 other games in the amount of time it took to finish this one. Probably not the right mindset to use. Oh, that was close. Okay, pretty easy. Really just like the one sort of dangerous turn. Oh. Mine. Yeah, very true. Get it done while you have the chance. That's a very important factor as well. It's honestly how I'm starting to think about my Philips CDI challenge too. I know that the CDI system itself is not all that durable, but also the discs are probably a little bit more prone to disc rot than other systems. I'm assuming I have the qualification. I don't even. Yeah, I think honestly, if everything fails on me, like I know the emulation for CDI is getting better. So if it gets to that point, it'll probably be a few years down the line, and I can just emulate what's left if I really have to. I hope it doesn't come to that. But in the meantime, I'm still going to try to collect the whole library. I got a few more games coming to me this week. I think I'm really more worried about the hardware lasting than I am the discs. Be careful at the end there. Let's see here. So I wanted to look this up. F1 pole position. Yeah. I know Ben Garrett did it. I don't have his time listed. Yeah, 9 hours for Atrons. And then 16 and a half for Gran and Hero. Okay, so there could be 3 seasons if you did it in 16. Because I'm at almost 12 hours. I'm at 11 and a half, but I do have maybe 3 of those hours were like from crashes and failing. So we could be looking at 3 seasons. That was only 5th, huh? Okay, 5 laps, easy. I don't know if I have the ability to get around people before I crash into the back of them. And we're in first. Took less than 30 seconds to get to the front of the pack. That's the turn I always forget about. I've been going as far over the edge as I could. Alright. I count how many cars I passed. That's 6 so far. 7. No guarantee that they're I can be passing someone twice. 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12, you're making it tough. We passed number 12. 13. 14. In theory, that's the second place person. I'm sorry, third place person. Well, I kind of stopped counting, but I know I've passed more than 15 other cars. Six minutes exactly. Finish. Well, 6 minutes, 0.08. Alright. A commanding 58-point lead on the second place person. So I've won at least 2 of these races. Theoretically, I've beaten this. Okay. Is 118? Long tracks. A lot of loud cars out there tonight, too. Two very sharp turns to start out. I kind of remember that. Like 1, 2, and 4 are all difficult at the beginning. Alright, well I got the qualifying time. Ooh, surprised I did not crash there. Did there? Oh, a new cheap viewers link? Holy shit. Bots. New set of bots have landed. What a time to be alive. Thank you, Lord Averins. I didn't want to pause just for that. Easy. Oh yeah, usually I'm not playing anything that requires such devoted attention. I've also had a couple recent instances where Twitch will just like show me the message in my dashboard and say, "Hey, we think this is a ban candidate. Do you want us to display this message in chat?" And so like I can just like say, "No, don't do that. Don't put it in there." So it never shows up. 8 laps. I think I will have to pit somewhere along the way. Excuse me. Fucker knocked me into it. Oh my god. Get out of the way. Like they're always purposely like right where I want to go, so I'm just bashing into every single fucking one. And again, right? Yep, has to be. Alright, not bad. Oh god. I had a clear out on the left and I didn't even... This sucks. How is he not so much farther ahead? Damn it. I'm gonna try to pit this next one. Oh, that guy just passed me again. So fun to crash into random fucks and just ruin all momentum. God damn it. Asshole fucking turn, man. That sucked. That's the worst pit position. Still in first. There's stuff on the side of the roads. It depends on the country and the track as to what they are. So here it's just these billboards. But one of the tracks we just saw either 1 or 2 courses ago. I'm really in risk of like failing because I'm crashing so much. That did have trees. It's either this previous course or the one before it. These jerks just keep on getting in my way, and then I try to get around, and then I end up crashing. Fuck! I have to pit. Thank you. In third now. Oh, no, I'm in second. It said I was in third when I left. Maybe they also did a pit stop? Yeah, like, like the total time keeps running, so in theory, these other racers will also make pit stops, and so it'll sort of even out. But I don't know how true it is in terms of the programming. So it is a risk, but most of the time it's not a factor because I'm usually so far ahead of everybody. Just some of these races get to be a bit weirder where the CPU turns on the jets and I need to brake a lot more because of the hard turns. I think I'll probably get second at least, which would be fine. Again, I have like the best grip possible. And yet, I cannot take turns anywhere close to as well as the CPU can. Maybe it's a matter of just like shifting and gear position and stuff like that. I don't know enough about cars and driving and things to really say. Maybe it's the fact that I'm in 4th gear and just trying to go balls to the wall, and that's making it tougher, whereas they can kind of zoom in at a lower gear with better accuracy. I don't know. Alright, I'm in 1st right now, that's good. Found them, passed them. One more lap. Gotta hope a lot of these losers who are out of contention don't get in my way. Mess me up at the last second. We're good. Giant gummy lifesaver. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Just gummy enough to keep me on the track. Oh, okay. Get over there. No. Stay center so I can block this guy. I don't think it's 2nd place guy, but... Yay! I think I got one more course to go through. I'm only up by 63 points now. 114. Oh, that's a rough first turn. I said 114, I think. Good. Okay. Yeah. I'm shocked I did not crash there. Okay. We'll be back again. At least when OBS crashes, it's at sort of inconsequential parts, right? So I just finished qualifying. I'll go back up here. I don't know if you guys saw. I think that final lap was my best time with the 109. I don't know when it cut off because I was focusing on the track. I just looked over and saw darkness. Anyway, so we're good. This is the final race of this batch. And only 4 laps. Away we go. This also will probably be the last race of the night. We're looking at 9:30 p.m. If I were trying to do 4 more, we'd be looking at another hour and a half, which I cannot do today. How did you? Well, this is looking like it's gonna be an easy victory. Surprised it's only 4 laps. Hey, at least this course is quick. Alright, this should do it. Password, at least. Another goal in for me. $70-point lead. Alright, there's the password. That real quick. Cool. Oh, okay. Oh man, 9:30. I don't have time for this tonight, unfortunately. But this is good news. Final contract. Win all races. How hard will this be? I have no idea. But that should mean we can finish this game tomorrow. Stop the timer there. So yeah, sorry about the choppy connection. I'll splice this up. So YouTube, you'll just see the one video for the whole night. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow for what should be the finale of F1 Pole Position.